of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Knight. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And his kick is indeed good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, the first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right? He's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
From the 29, Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now Fields. This is caught. It's Floyd. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And so we thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
3.5 to go, 1st quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields throwing again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Fields now to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Lions at 8-2 on the year. They coming off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses of big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Looking to throw. Knight. And this throw will be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw on second down. Knight. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On the option to give to Swift here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
From the gun on third down. Knight eluding the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to...
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much when you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To throw on 3rd down, Knight. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? One more time with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Fields. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. On first down, it's Fields. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Greedy Williams on the stop. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st down, Fields. And it's a fumble, and the Lions have recovered. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Knight. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Knight. It's caught. It's Paul. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Knight. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Marcus Davenport racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to... And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Again, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play when they may have saved points on the board when this drive is over.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Fields. Touchdown, Bears! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have cut the lead back down to 2. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Fields trying to throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The stop by Marcus Davenport. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Off play action. Knight. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, they're in the third quarter in Kansas City. And no issues in that one for the Commanders, just further expanding that lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Fields on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fields. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't don't care how many times you kick it into a net, you're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
16-yard line.
Going to try up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. First and 10, it's Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because, CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. To throw is Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They run zooming past that number there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Fields. This is caught. It's Floyd. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. A shotgun snap. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game...
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. No problem there on the extra point, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Takes it to about the 37. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Now Fields.
Man open here is Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A 28-yard gain. And the Bears.
Here's Fields.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
All eyes on Fields.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Weber. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. One final shot. They'll look to throw, and it's incomplete. They needed 8. They only got 6 here in the final seconds as the two-point conversion fails. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To throw, Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very